Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Duo Group Ironman. Last video, we got three pretty big drops. We got the Basilisk Jaw, we got the second Dragon Warhammer, and we wrapped up the last video by getting the Zami Hasta or the Zami Spear, which was like just under 300 KC combined between us. This beautiful, beautiful Zami Spear is really important because I want that for raids. But I don't want the Spear for raids, I want the Lance for raids. And for the Lance, of course, we have to do Hydra. But before we do Hydra, I want to get the Karen Elite Diary done because doing that will allow me to wear any kind of boots I want, and because I'll be mailing, I'm going to want to be able to wear the prims, which it wouldn't be a big deal if I wasn't able to wear them, but I do want to get all the diaries done eventually. Since this is a completionist account, we do plan to max it, so it only makes sense to get this diary done before I end up grinding out like hundreds or even thousands of Hydra KC. And if you look at the requirements that I'm missing, I basically have the requirements. Like I can just boost to 90 woodcutting with the Dragon Axe, 84 cooking, that's like no time without with the grapes I have from Zora, 95 Slayer, I have to get that for Hydra anyways. Farming, I'm basically there as well. The only thing that's really holding me back, like the longest grind I'll have to do, is get 77 Runecraft to be able to craft blood runes. Now, I could get 72 and then just boost with the stew, but why waste up to like an hour, maybe even longer than that, trying to get the stew boost when, like I said, we do want to eventually max anyway. So it just makes sense to actually get the level. Plus, I really want to try out the new RC minigame, and it might take until 77 or even beyond that to get all the rewards from that anyways. I've never seen anyone do the RC minigame. I don't know anything about it or how the activity actually goes or the XP per hour or like anything about it. So I'm just like looking it up now, and I will look up a guide in a bit. But apparently there's a new quest that came with it, Temple of the Eye, so we have to do that. Very extremely high requirements. But first, a word from today's sponsor. April is National Testicular Cancer Awareness Month, and because of that, I want to take a moment to talk about men's health. Testicular cancer is the most common form of cancer for men aged 15 to 35, and in fact, one man every hour, every day is diagnosed with it. At least once a month, it's very important to check your balls for any unusual lumps or bumps, and if you don't already do this, now is the perfect time to start. Check now. Manscaped has partnered with TCS, the Testicular Cancer Society, to spread awareness about men's health and early cancer detection. You can perform simple, routine self-checks at home while using Manscaped's products such as their Lawnmower 4.0, which I've been using for almost a year, at least once a week, sometimes even more often than that. They have their Crop Mop Ball Wipes, which are anti-chafing, moisturizing, deodorizing, antibacterial ball wipes to keep you fresh and dry all day. So visit manscaped.com/TCS to learn how to check yourself while enjoying your Manscaped products at home, or make a donation to the Testicular Cancer Society today to save lives and balls. And as always, you can use my code MUDKIP20 at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. And don't forget to check your pair right now. Your balls will thank you. And thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Temple of the Eye has been started. I'm kind of torn in my head whether I should actually read the quest dialogue, because I guess it tells you how to do the minigame versus just skipping through all of it and just like using the guide. Well, then again, it is my first time doing this quest ever, so maybe I should take the time to actually just read it. Oh, that's why that's called Guardians of the Rift, because they just opened the rift. Whoa. And now we're guarding it. We're guarding this area from all the abyssal creatures. Oh, it all makes sense now. This should be the end of the quest, and not gonna lie, I don't think I learned anything at all about the minigame. But we should get a big XP drop right here. 5k runecrafting XP. Not to mention the runecrafting XP I got during the quest. I ended up getting 9.2k RC XP. And the requirement for the quest is 10 runecraft. So I feel like this is just another thing that people need to do early on in their accounts, like the Varrock Museum, for example, or the Daddy's Home mini quest, because that's just like an insane amount of XP to get for such a low requirement. Now here's the reward shop for the minigame. This outfit right here, this is something I really want to get, and this is just another thing that I guess is meta changing for the game, especially for Ironman. When you have this full outfit equipped when you're runecrafting, you get 60% more runes. That is just going to be insane for like blood runecrafting, for example, because at the moment at least, shops don't have blood rune packs. And then there's also the Abyssal Needle, which I guess isn't in the shop, you get from like trading in your reward points somewhere or something. That allows you to make the Colossal Pouch, which is just the best runecrafting pouch in the game. Also, I found it interesting. You can buy a Death Talisman here, so if you don't want to do that whole list for Morning's End Part 2 and you don't want to like have to grind out Slayer for Dark Beasts, I guess now there's another option. And there's a bunch of other rewards from the shop here and just from like the minigame itself, which we'll discover as we actually unlock them. Large pouch acquired, and there's the giant pouch, which I can't actually use yet. You need 75 RC to use it, but at least I'll be set. I don't have to come back here. I guess I'm gonna watch a guide a couple more times because I still have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'll just like learn by playing it. Hopefully I don't mess it up for other people. And a cool thing about this, especially for UIM, is that you don't actually have to bring your own essence. You just like mine the essence or whatever during the minigame. But let's hop over to the Guardians. Oh wow, it's world 445. That was the world that me and my friends would always raid on. Well, I'll hop over to 445 and I'll try to figure out how this goes. Bro, I've been waiting here for like 5+ minutes and the game finally ended. Then I saw a bunch of people like go all in at once and now I can't go in. What's going on, dude? Is there like a limit to people? No, I tried the other world now and I waited like 5 more minutes and I can't go in this one either. I'm trying a bunch of worlds and it's full in like all these worlds, like the low 300s. I guess people are just going to those worlds and you can see there's 100 people, which I guess is the cap. I have no idea what's going on, but I just got a Runecraft level 67. That's also a base level for I guess every RC level I get is going to be a base level since it's my lowest stat on the account. Okay, that was my first game done. I got a 3k XP drop at the end. You know, just reading the chat here makes me realize this is probably kind of like doing Winter Toad or Fishing Trawler. Probably somewhere I should maybe turn off the public chat. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what happened? I guess we lost the game. So I guess you're able to lose. In between games, I suppose would be a good time to repair the pouches. You do get to keep the runes that you make during the mini game. I mean, this is a pretty bad example right here, but I do make like nature runes and death runes and stuff like that. Oh my god, I saw people running to this pool. I was like, what's deposit pool? And it's to deposit your runes into your bank, that is. Oh, it's so nice. It's a deposit box. I guess you could deposit anything in there though. Okay, well I've done like 7 games so far. I kind of reset the Runecraft XP like a few games in just so I could like start off by getting a feel for what I'm doing. But you can see I've been averaging 35k XP per hour and we did lose a couple games. So I feel like that's pretty good for like learning and it being my first ever time doing this. 35k at 67 RC. Oh, we're almost 68 at this point. But I need to go AFK for a little while, and while I'm doing that, I will be barb fishing. 85 fishing, that is dark crabs, which we need for Elite Wildy Diary, which we could just boost it for anyways, but yeah. 68 Runecraft. Hey, I just got my first 6-point game. It might have even been close to being 7 points, but previously I've just been getting like 5 points every time, but I was using Bodhi's video and it is so well made, just like following along with what he's doing in real time. It's so good. I would highly recommend doing that if you're trying to like, if you've like gone through a few games and you understand like the very bare basics, I would follow along with Bodhi's video. It is really, really good. Ooh, my first 7-point game. Yes. Nice. 69 Runecraft. And I decided, by the way, that I'm gonna wait until we have 100 reward points. You need 1 of each, and then we'll open them all and see if we get anything. I'm so confused because there was an update last night and Jagex added 2 more Guardians of the Rift worlds, which I always find really funny. I feel like whenever I start doing an activity that's new for me, like Jagex makes some kind of small update to it. But they added 2 new worlds, world 571 and 576. But this is a members activity. Like if I try to log in here, I'm standing in the members only area. I don't understand why would they make those a members minigame world. I don't know, whatever. You can toggle a talisman, so for like each of the specific altars if you don't want them for that specific altar. That's useful. I just got a crafting level from making the essence here. Because you do get a little bit. You can see you get 5 XP at a time. I'm getting like 4k crafting XP per hour, so I guess it does add up. Any second, once the game ends, we're gonna get 70 Runecraft. I just wanted to show you the mood for today. There's a crazy dust storm today with low visibility. And yeah, I don't think it happens too often here, so just thought I would share that with you. There's 71 Runecraft. Okay, you know, we keep losing too many games. I know I did say that I want to go until I got like 100 of each, but I went a little bit beyond because each time you leave, like if I were to leave and like go through the points and stuff, I'd have to wait for the next game, which is kind of annoying. But because we keep losing, I'm gonna hop worlds anyways. So we have 116 reward points to turn in here. I guess we could check with him. That just like confirms what you have and how many times you searched them. So with that said, I'm gonna start searching, and I think, yeah, it's like Temporos, so you just like search one reward thing at a time and watch the runes pile up in the inventory. I guess we're getting talismans. There's the bank chest right there, so I can bank everything. Got my first abyssal pearls, which is the currency that we use to buy stuff from the shop over there. Got an intricate pouch. The abyssal needle is the thing that you really want to get from here, which is 1 out of 300. But there's also a regular needle. It's one of those drops that's like meant to troll on purpose, kind of like how Calphite Queen drops the red d'hide body instead of the dragon chain body. Oh, I keep seeing stuff pop up in the chat box. I saw that. I thought I got it for a second, but that's not me. And that is what we end up with. So these intricate pouches, they're like a thing that you open up and you get like runes or other random stuff from them. So maybe I'll save all of them for the end and open them all at once, especially because you can get hard clues from them. And I do already have one in the bank. And then this book, I guess I don't need that. It's just like any other book, so I'll just drop that. And unfortunately, to buy the first piece of the outfit, we need 250 pearls, so we're very close to it, but not quite there yet. I was looking at my stats and I realized I'm 6 levels away from 2k total, and I'm also 6 levels away from 77 RC, and that would be cool to get at the same time, except for the fact that I'll most likely end up getting at least a crafting level before getting 77 RC, if not possibly even a mining level. I did another little opening of all the rewards I had, and I now have enough pearls to buy the first piece of the outfit. And it turns out all 4 pieces give the exact same boost, even though they're all different prices. So I may as well just go with the cheapest one first, I suppose. We get the boots first, and each piece individually gives you 10% more runes when you're runecrafting. So it's 40% for the whole outfit, but there's also a boost. If you have the full outfit on, actually boosted up to 60% total when you have all 4 pieces equipped. 72 runecraft. This will be the end of the first full day of doing the RC minigame, and in the end I ended up averaging around 35k XP per hour. I know for me this is some pretty weak hours for a whole day, but I was doing other stuff too, like fishing and doing some clues and burnhouse runs here and there and stuff. 73. There's 74 runecraft, and after this game, I feel like we have a decent amount of reward points. We'll try to get another piece of the outfit or see if we can get anything. Oh, yes. Abyssal Needle. Wait, let me see how many searches we're at. Did like a couple extras. That was like just before 200. Oh, that's so good, dude. It's 1 out of 300 again, just to remind you. That's so good, although unfortunately we cannot use it until 85 runecraft, but at least once I get there, then I'll be able to use it. Ooh, and an abyssal red dye. There's 3 different colors, red, green, and blue, and you could use them to recolor the hat, the top, and the bottom. You need 1 color for each piece. It's not like 1 color changes the whole outfit. Okay, now that was a pretty good opening. Okay, that's the end of it. And do we have enough pearls to buy the next piece? We need 350. We have 230. Okay, either way, it's so good we got the abyssal needle, which, if you didn't know, is to make the best RC pouch in the game. It stores 40, but you use the other 4 combined to make it. So you can't have like that pouch with all the others too. We have a game update today, and today's update is bringing the Easter event into the game. There's an update to the Rev Cave, so it's like a one-way only, one way in, one way out, so you can't just spam click in and out. And then there's also a bunch of Guardians of the Rift updates. It's a pretty new minigame, so like it makes sense that there's still a bunch of updates to it, but this is like a lot of things still. The most notable thing I want to point out is that there's now a high scores for Guardians of the Rift. So once I finish up here, when I get 77 RC, we can see what my rank is. Let's go through the portal. The game is over, and we have 75 runecraft, which means I can now use the giant pouch. So I'm gonna quickly grab that out the bank, and I guess I'll have to like change up my method a little bit for GOTR. Probably not too much, I'm doing it like super lazy at the moment. 76 runecraft, only 1 more to go. Man, I feel like I just got here too. Just got the Catalytic Talisman, and this, well, lets you enter any catalytic altar. It's also called Catalytic, and it kind of looks like cat ears. Oh wow, so you can get the Death Talisman from searching this thing, so Ironman, get on it. Ooh, just got a blue dye. It's my first blue dye. Nice, another collection log slot. As of today's update, actually, you can trade these in for 50 pearls each, but I think I'd rather keep them because it's a lot more difficult to get like a specific dye color than it is to just get 50 more pearls. And I now have enough pearls to get another piece of the outfit, so let's go with the robe bottoms. I'll now get 20% more runes from runecrafting with this on. And this is where it happens, 2,000 total level. with 86 fishing. Here at the pond, I could not think of a better place I'd want to get it. I can now enter the 2K worlds, which I'm sure will come in handy, whether it's for like finding open worlds for activities or doing wildy stuff or whatever. It's a cool milestone that we hit. I could also be like, hey Spook, come to my world when I'm in the 2K world, and then she'll be like, good one. I open the bank and I unlock 3 more store. Oh, it's probably for getting 2K total, I'm guessing. This Hispori is gonna give us level 85 farming, which unlocks a lot of things. The highest tier of the farming guild, Celastris trees, Torstols, hard farming contracts. We need that for a couple of diaries, including the Elite Karen diary, which like I said is gonna be one of the goals for the very near future. We need that to plant the Celastris, which I could have just boosted before, but now I can save a few seconds and I don't have to worry about boosting for it. Throughout all my adventures on the account, I have managed to collect 1 single Celastris seed. That is all I need. I think it's my first time entering this tier of the farming guild. Now you can't just use a garden pie very easily to get in here, but I don't think I ever have. Well, yeah, I guess if I did, I probably would have planted a fruit tree here, so I can start using this fruit tree patch now. I mean, again, I could have pretty easily used it before, but now I have no excuse not to use it. Okay, I'm gonna plant this Celastris sapling, and then I'm gonna pay so that it's watched over, so that way it is guaranteed to not die, because I need this one to grow, and then I'll compost it because composting does increase the yield. And then whenever I want to get the diary task done in a day or a few days or whatever, I'll be all set to go. Man, we are getting all the levels today. This one is a mining level, 81. Very quickly, in between games here, Spook is gonna be training Herblore because it'd be very nice to have super combats for PVM, and especially for once I get to Hydra. So I'll just toss in all these in here, all the herbs I have for the most part, and I could rush back into the game. Looks like she also needs a bit of GP for those potions, so I'm going to toss 400k in here, and she'll be able to make all those into unfinished potions. This is the one, this altar, the Cosmic Altar, this is the one that gets us 77 Runecraft, which means this is going to be the very last game of GOTR for me. I had 46 openings to do at the end here, and this is what I got from it. In the end, I ended up gaining 941k Runecraft XP in the last 4 to 5 days. And overall, I ended up averaging around maybe 35 to 40k XP per hour, which means that I spent about 25 hours runecrafting to get to 77 from whatever I started at, 66 I think it was. I forgot to reset the mining XP at the start, but I did reset the crafting XP so we can see how much XP I gained. 123k crafting XP. And we got so close to getting another crafting level, but that's okay, it doesn't really matter. In 139 games, I ended up with 387 searches, which means I averaged about 5.5 points per game. I guess I can't really know all the loot I got because you craft runes during the games and I just bank them as I go. But this is just from like searching the thing from the rewards. There's no group Ironman only high scores, so I'm just like combined with everyone else in the game, but I'm ranked about 10k right now. My overall thoughts for Guardians of the Rift though is that I personally like it, and what I like about it is that you can adjust it to your playstyle. So if you want to play like super sweaty and get the maximum XP rates and maximum reward points, you can find a method that fits that playstyle. Or if you want to be like me, you can be super lazy, especially if you're doing this for like 100 hours or something, you probably want to choose the lazy method, so that way you can just like zone out and watch YouTube on the side or whatever. There's so many different methods, like so many different ways you can play the minigame, and it's really cool that you can like tweak it to fit your play style. So many little things that you can change up. But if there's one thing I've learned is that no matter how you play, there's always gonna be a sweaty nerd telling you that you should be doing something differently. And the other thing I learned is that you should probably keep the public chat off. This video, I think it's pretty safe to say that we got probably the most annoying requirement out of the way for the Kren Elite Diary. And next video, the main thing that's holding us back is Slayer, so we'll be working on Slayer and hopefully getting 95 to unlock Alchemical Hydra. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.